And a lot of the people on this top table think that fight against Klitschko will happen. Tyson, though, doesn't seem to think it will happen. Do you think it will happen?
Well, I think he's been in a situation where, you know, the David Haye fight, two pullouts there. The fact that Vladimir Klitschko likes picking opponents he fights, whereas this fight with Tyson will be an ordered one by the WBO. They'll let that, you know, it's a mandatory defence, so they have no choice in who he's fighting. So that's going to be the intriguing thing. He thinks that Vladimir Klitschko would duck him. I think if he was to vacate the title and not fight Tyson Fury, I think in the boxing world and with the fans, I think he would go down in their estimation. So he needs to step up and make the fight happen.
And you've mentioned some football stadiums there. Do you think it could happen in a football stadium in the summer?
Yeah, it's a football stadium.
Old Trafford, Tyson being Man United fan.
Yeah, I know he's a Man United, but any of those in London, any of those stadiums, you know, and we would fill the stadium up. There's no doubt about that.
And in terms of another heavyweight across the pond in America, we're going to see Wilder versus Dereck. Are those two potential opponents for Tyson at some point next year?
Of course they could. You know, the winner of that is going to go on to certainly to bigger and better things. And you know, there's no doubt about it. Tyson's one of the top three heavyweights in the world now. So they could be a possible title fight, maybe a unification fight if he beats Klitschko.
No, definitely. And Tyson's opponent at the Excel, Dereck Chisora. What's the latest with Dereck? Have you spoken to him?
Dereck had suffered a serious eye injury in the second round, and he's at the moment recovering, and we'll get together probably in the new year, sit down and work out, you know, what he wants to do in the boxing world. Whatever he wants to do, I'll be 100% behind him.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Eddie Hearn, he keeps on, before the fight between Tyson and Dereck happened, Eddie kept on mentioning Anthony Joshua could get in the ring with either of those two. Do you think
Listen, I'm sure down the line that happened. Well, Anthony Joshua's had 10 fights now, let's get it right. I mean, he's had 10 fights fighting the type of opposition you'd expect him to fight at this stage of his career. He won't be fighting Tyson Fury nowhere next. I don't think even Anthony Joshua will want that. He speaks with more sense than Eddie Hearn does. Yeah. You know, he actually thinks before he says something, Anthony Joshua, whereas Eddie Hearn will say anything you want to hear.
Do you think the Dereck Chisora Anthony Joshua fight
could be a fight? That could be one down the road. Exactly. Yeah, sometime next year. Why not? And provided Dereck wants to go in that direction.
Yeah. And another guy that was on that card and is going to be on the 28th bill, Chris Eubank Jr. How's it been working with Chris Eubank Jr. since that fight against Billy Joe Saunders?
Well, I've only had a couple of conversations with his dad on the telephone, and we're meeting actually tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow we can nail down what we're going to do and announce his opponent next week. Young Chris is in America at the moment, so when he gets back, we'll have a presser with him, and we can all hopefully announce a title fight for him.
And do you reckon it'd be a lot more hassle-free working with?
Well, I hope so, because that was a headache last time. I hope everybody's, you know, can move forward and work together, because the name of the game is to make it make it work for everybody, but more importantly for the fans.
No, definitely. And again, Billy Joe Saunders, mandatory for the WBO title, which Andy Lee won. What did you make of Andy Lee's performance?
I thought Andy Lee's performance was exceptional. I thought he done extremely well, and I think Adam Booth really got him prepared well, and congratulations to both of them. I think Andy Lee's a nice bloke, and it's good to see that, and more importantly, it sets up a great fight between him and Billy Joe Saunders next year.
And Andy Lee mentioned he would like to have that fight over in Ireland. Is that something you guys are keen to do?
Well, we're going to talk, and obviously wherever the fight makes sense is where it go on.
And when do you think we could hear an announcement about that? Will that be early in the new year?
The fight will be, that'll be, I should think, certainly the first, second, no later than the second week of January.
And whenabouts could that fight be?
In March.
And how would you sum up 2014? There were some highs, there were some lows for yourself. How would you sum up?
We've had some highs. I mean, that's what boxing's all about. But seeing Paul Butler win a world title was brilliant, and unfortunately, Tete pulled out the fight, but that's being rescheduled now for 6th of March. We had a great night at the Excel Centre, fight-wise, some fantastic fights on the card. We've got some great young talent coming through, and I think that 2015 is going to be even bigger, and I think at the end of it, we've got some guys now in some seriously good positions as regarding challenging for world titles, and I think they're all capable of winning world titles. So it should be even, bigger and better year next year.
No, definitely. And what more can we look forward to? We've got some great fights coming up
Well,
already.
you got Andy Lee, Billy Joe Saunders. You got Tyson Fury, Vladimir Klitschko. You've got Paul Butler fighting for a world title. You've got Frankie Gavin fighting for a world title. Terry Flanagan fighting for a world title. And we've got many others. Liam Walsh coming through and fighting for a world title. All those will happen next year.
Yeah, definitely. And going to be carrying on big shows from America on Box Nation as well?
Absolutely. Box Nation's had a fantastic year. I mean, we're well ahead of our forecast for this year regarding subscribers. So we're pleased and hope the subscribers have enjoyed what we put together from over the last 12 months, and we'll continue to do so next year. We've got some cracking shows. We've got an output deal with Top Rank. We work very closely with Golden Boy. We're doing many other and with many other promoters from around the world. So we'll continue to deliver the best that there is around to the British public.
Well, thank you so much, Frank, as always.
Thank you,
and have a great Christmas and New Year.
And wish you and all your viewers a very, very happy Christmas or Merry Christmas and a happy and successful and healthy 2015.
Cheers, Frank.
Cheers for us. All the best.